Sabrina wants me to be a guest of sorts in this channel, and she wants me to talk about fortune telling since I'm more into the pseudoscience stuff. First thing I'm going to talk about is fortune telling, and I should probably give you a definition of what that is. So it's kind of the art, you could say, or science on how to predict the future or see omens and be able to analyze from that. So there's a billion and one ways in how this has been done through the ages. So I'm gonna just pull out my phone and list all of that crap for you because there's a lot. So one of them is you can do runes. So if you don't know what runes are, it can be in stones or it can be in wooden pieces, but it's just kind of like dice, you could say, and they have these runes. It's literally letters, but they're kind of like Viking, and each one has a symbol and a lot of meaning to it. And so what you do is when you pick one from the bag and you don't look, it will be kind of a fortune telling. Or you can also toss them, and there's different ways to do that. So there's one way. Another one is tarot, which is very common. It can be said tarot or tarot. I don't know which one is the proper way to say it. Either one, interchangeable, depends. So tarot is when it involves cards. These are tarot cards. So tarot cards are bigger than a regular card, as you can see. And these cards, there's only 78 of them. It's basically have minor arcana and major arcana. So the major arcana are cards called special names like death, the devil, high priestess, and then minor arcana are more the standard type of cards that you would use, for example, if you were playing cups, or not cups, spoons. Those have, like, for example, there is 4 sets. So there's the cups, swords, wands, and pentacles. That's the one I was forgetting. And so those 4, there's 1 through 9 numbers, or card number 1, card number 2, and then an ace for each of those suits. And so then we have stone fortune telling, which is kind of the typical thing that if you've watched Studio Ghibli films, you've probably seen it. Put a thing here. You've probably seen it in Princess Mononoke. If not, you've probably seen it in the Avatar, The Last Airbender. They showed stone fortune telling kind of there, and you can use bones, stones, and you just toss them and how they fall. And it's very complicated because only shamans really pass it down. It's not something written or has much of a structure to it, and each person kind of changes it for their own way. So that one's definitely the hardest one to figure out. So then another form of fortune telling, if my phone will ever cooperate, is the magic crystal ball. So there is different types of crystal balls that you can get, different types of stones. So you can get a rose quartz one, a labradorite one, and then obviously what it's made out of is better for different things. But basically what you do is just look at the ball and you just stare at it, and you should get visions. Thirdly, there is oracle cards. So besides tarot cards, which is like 78, we have oracle, which is usually what beginners that want to go into tarot do. So oracle cards are the size of regular playing cards, you would say. Now I have to go find them. Hold up. Cards are actually shaped, and it's only 24 cards, and they're like the ones you would play, I don't know, with friends on a regular day. So they also have images, but instead they don't have numbers or anything. They just have literally names, or words. So this one's called luck, this one's called labor, sleep, deceit, release, and they're easier. So you also do spreads, but they're just so much easier to read because they just have names on them, and the symbols they have are basic. It's not like a tarot, which just can be 20 symbols and double meanings on a card and so on and so forth. So the next topic that there also is in fortune telling is tea reading. So I'm sure you have drank tea, and when you drink tea, if you drink it when it's seeped and you don't have it in a tea bag, you're going to end up with some tea leaves under your cup when you're done. And so some people specialize in just reading that. So sometimes they end up in shapes like a hook, a giraffe. A typical version of this being shown is here in Coraline when they read her leaves and she has a creepy hand, and then the other one is saying it's a giraffe. So that's it, folks, and I hope you had a great day and a mesmerizing, magical day. And yeah, see you next time.